But then she has yet to fight another magical girl for the first episode. It's everything in her regular life is just...
Yeah, and that is unbearably sad.
All right. On another note, the next show we're going to be talking about is Mahou Shoujo Site.
I stepped away from the computer after watching the first episode and just like stunned disbelief. I was just like, I literally stopped, took off my headphones and just went, what the hell did I just watch? Holy crap. I even told someone I know, I was like, I have watched some dark things in my life. I have seen some messed up things. That was damn near close to the top of the list, just from the first episode.
Yeah.
That is literally a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah.
And, I haven't watched it yet. I keep meaning to watch When They Cry, but I'm not even sure, because you've watched that, right?
Yes.
Which one did you think is darker? Just out of curiosity.
Well, one's like a horror thriller, and then the other one is just like...
messed up?
Depressing. Like, just...
I mean, the amount of things in that just... I know they're wanting to paint that girl's life in the worst possible picture, but I think they just...
They did it in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, they went way overboard.
It went way overboard. Like, okay, so as far as like the structure of a show, there was one show that I love called Kotora, where they built up a very sad childhood for a character, where not through any fault of her own, it was because her parents didn't explain it well, that she had a power where she could hear people's thoughts. Mm-hmm. And whenever she would speak up, things would turn for the worst, not as in like death or anything, but the situation would just turn bad for anybody around her because they would explain stuff that they're keeping to themselves, and she would like bring it out, and they would like upset people, hurt people's feelings, like reveal stuff that shouldn't be revealed. So basically everybody around her kind of just shunned her and treated her like crap. There's another show, Erased, where a character has a terrible, terrible home life.
Natsume is another one.
Yeah.
He has, just because he can see monsters, and people either don't believe him or they think he's weird as a little kid, or he's making stuff up. But there are literally monsters in front of him that he doesn't know anything about, can't do anything for. But being as a kid, he's scared of it, and then people mistreat him because of it.
Yeah, and then even Magus's Bride. Like, she can see, it's the way that all of those shows have been carried out, there's been like reasons behind it. Like this show, the dark-haired character from the picture, everybody around her is either under some kind of spell or they are just total garbage people. It's like at school, everybody in her class just bullies her with everything imagetable. The teacher doesn't give a crap. No,
it's not even that everyone's under a spell. They're literally they're literally putting the worst of the worst in this show. The absolute worst. There's only 3 girls that are picking on her from the very beginning, but everyone else knows this and sees this and doesn't do anything about it.
Yeah, they just turn a blind eye.
Yeah.
And it's like they could be disrupting the class, messing with her, and then the teacher would be like, "Are y'all done?" She's like, "I need to finish my class." She goes home, and like her parents completely ignore her, and they completely ignore
her. And her brother is just garbage as well.
They just dote on the brother, and he's like, "Oh, I've done this, and I'll be on the top of the class for this, and then thank you, Father," and all that kind of stuff. And then as soon as the parents leave, his hands just wrap around her neck and choke her out, and he has like belts and all this kind of just
beat the hell out of her, punching her in the stomach hard enough to make her throw up.
This was unnecessary for her home life, school life, her entire life to be this bad. Like, it's like they thought of everything bad that they've seen a main character go through across tons and tons of anime and put everything negative into this character.
Yeah.
It was like her only like thing that she could look forward to is like this stray cat that she found. As soon as she walked up to the cat, I'm like, oh, let me guess. Somebody's gonna find the cat.
And the worst possible way, too. And you know, I knew from the beginning it was going to be bad from the start because she almost tried to kill herself in the very beginning.
Yeah.
So remember, she almost tipped herself into that train as it was coming.
Yeah.
I was just like...
And like, you could see it on her face. Like, as soon as they introduce her, you're like, oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah. No, I completely agree about that.
And I'm like, I thought it was because of from the synopsis. It was like, welcome to this world with like super demented killing machine, cute magical girls. And I'm like, she must have just got out of a battle and she finally is like somewhere somewhat safe. But she's always in battle. So it's like for her to have this like one moment where it's like, okay, let me just end this because every moment I'm fighting some other magical girl. I'm like, okay, I can see that. But then she has yet to fight another magical girl for the first episode. It's everything in her regular life is just... Yeah,
and that is unbearably sad. That is just heart-wrenching, unbearably sad. And you know, and then almost getting raped.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, you guys really everything. Just absolutely everything. You know, I thought King's Game was bad, but this just topped that in so many ways to me. So many ways. And it was heart-wrenching. It was I can't even... I was pissed off after watching that.
Yeah.
I was legit pissed off after watching that.
And it's not like, oh, I'm mad at all the other characters. I'm like, sprinkle this out throughout the entire series. Don't dump this out all in the first episode. I'm like, yeah, it's super duper unfortunate. And even at the end, after all the stuff that's happened, it's still kind of like hard to take. But I'm like, and from the preview of the second episode, I'm like, there's more to come. And I'm like, I think I'm already done with this, like with the series. I don't know.
And then the casual way that other magical girl walked in and slit that girl's throat.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, like for me, when that situation came up, I was like, oh, okay. So she's going to point the thing to where as soon as time comes back, the girl kills herself. And she's like, no, I'm not going to leave any chance for mistakes. Done. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to the antagonist and the protagonist and stories, you always, you have those thoughts in your head. You're like, man, I just want him to die. That's just, they need to go away. They're horrible. Even sometimes you're like, kill him, just kill him. I know that's what they're wanting to paint in this picture, but it just is so sudden and just so there was, like you said, there was no warm up for this. It was just immediate. Everything gets pushed in your face right from the get-go. And I was just like, holy shit. Like you, I'm speechless. I'm literally, I don't even know how else to describe this. I don't even know how else to even think about this. I'm just it blows me away. This easily tops the scale on the what the fuck scale. This easily tops the scale because it just blew me away from the word go.
This show is so like mean-spirited to this girl that I'm like, I feel like if I watch another episode, I'm torturing this girl. Like, just from the preview of the next episode, like the brother's just waiting for her, and I'm like, I don't think I want to see that. Like,
no,
I think I'm done with episode 1.
Yeah, it's just this is the first time I've ever been like I've stopped watching animes at episode 1 before. I've even skipped some episodes, skipped some parts of the first episode, but it was like watching a train wreck. It was watching a train wreck. I could not look away. I could not skip it. And by the time I was done, I felt pissed off and just worse for it. Just the absolute worst. So, yeah.
For those of you with a stone cold heart and an iron stomach, if after episode 2 they quit torturing this girl and it becomes a focus on dark magical girls fighting each other, which was the whole reason why I wanted to watch this show, let me know, and I might skip episode 2 to get to that part. But I don't know. This episode was a downer.
Oh yeah,
a major downer.
Huge downer.
So I don't recommend this. This is the first show I like. I'm sorry, don't watch this. Like, it's too mean. Like,
yeah. I mean, I can't even tell anyone. I can't think of who this was meant for. I got nothing for it. I really do. I can't see any redeeming qualities on it. I can't see what sort of audience this was meant to be able to see. And yeah, I'm just so at a loss for this one.
oh yeah.